Hi, welcome to Tarot by Naveen. So good to have you here. Okay, so clearly this is a tarot card reading channel where I do different readings. You can see all of them on the screen. Feel free to peruse and explore. I have a YouTube channel, a Patreon channel, and I am currently working on the Instagram and Twitter channel. So just bear with me with that. But I do hope that my readings hold benefit to you in your hour of need for advice or direction or just a kind word. I really do hope that my readings resonate with you. Also, if you would like to donate to the channel, you can. It's in the description box below. I also offer personal readings. Anything else? No, I think that's about it. But anything else is probably in the description box below, so take a look. Other than that, I do hope that you enjoy your time here on my YouTube page, and please consider becoming a Patreon member. That is one of the best ways to help support the growth and development of the channel. Okay, let's get into your reading. Hi Sagittarius, this is Tarot by Naveen. Welcome to the channel. We are going to get into your forensic analysis reading for the time frame of July the 6th to July the 24th of 2026. Let's see what's going on. We have, okay, the Knight of Wands. So Sagittarius, I almost feel like you had a similar reading with Knight of Wands in another reading from before. This is just showing that you yourself, you're still kind of navigating your own personal wishes or your personal desires, trying to figure out what fits, what's right for you, what feels like it can satisfy a certain longing or a certain purpose, the building blocks of your personal project or personal goals or a livelihood of sorts. Perhaps for some of you, not just for you, but maybe for your family or for your entirety of your business or something. But moreover, you want to be satisfied in it. You want to be excited to build and grow and learn and develop. And also you want a certain aspect of a certain social frame is what I'm hearing as well, that also complements your efforts, your energies. You don't want to just be in a capacity where you're giving and never receiving. You want a fair and balanced circle in your life. There is a type of just testing the waters on certain frameworks of different individuals or different companies, maybe different family members or friends, or even different projects. This is actually very healthy. So what's coming through with this navigation of things, because you're kind of using what you're learning to perhaps even create something unique and more so all your own. That's definitely for some of you Sagittarius. Others of you, you will eventually choose a dynamic to connect with. But you are moving in a capacity where you're being kind of supported in your efforts of exploration at this time. Further clarification, thank you, universe. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. You're searching for something to fulfill you in that regard. Like I said, Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. And it's definitely clarifying. Sorry if I sound a certain way. There's a certain, I don't know if it's a chemical or something they did the rugs or something. I'm currently in the library and there's just a scent that's making it kind of hard to breathe. So please bear with me. I'll try to contend with it. Yeah, but Sagittarius, that's why you're searching. You want it to be a good fit. If you put your efforts towards whatever this is, this connection, this business, this opportunity, this collaboration, this whatever the situation is, you want it to be fulfilling. You want it to support those goals that you are currently desiring of. And the Nine of Cups is saying that with your careful efforts to really kind of test the waters of sorts and to choose a direction, it will bring in that wish fulfillment. So again, your advice with your forensic analysis at this time, yes, explore, test, um, ask questions. Really feel out the atmosphere of the options in front of you. Further clarification. Let's see here. Yeah, see the 10 of Wands. So you're looking for this change. So some of you will be leaving perhaps a living environment. It could be a house, it could be an apartment, it could be a country or a state, whatever the situation is. You could be being promoted. You could be choosing what project to go to next. Like I said, but you are moving, you are transforming. You whatever it is that you have been involved with before, it's kind of now getting to the evolution of things or the next phase of things, or it's time to move on to something new, something that furthers you along. The Ten of Wands is saying is that, like, the end of that toil and that labor in one aspect of your life, and you're moving to the new cycle, a next leveling up, as it were. Okay, and you're just figuring out the direction of it all and how that should go. How should you pack your bags for this? You know what I mean? So if you were wondering if your efforts and kind of like your cautiousness of sorts is what I'm hearing with the Knight of Wands, if it's playing out in a positive way for this move, for this transition in your life, it most definitely is. Because this is wrapping things up in a holistic approach, and with the Ten of Wands, and it's like you are officially starting something new, or you're officially getting that promotion, or you're officially a part of this new team, or you're officially changing your family and moving in a new direction in some way. For some of you, it could even be, for example, looking at a new living arrangement in which to perhaps support the development of a family, or something like that. It could be and many other things, but I'm just trying to let you know that you're going in a direction that is going to be kind of finite, and your world is going to be elevating. Okay, it's not like you won't be. It'll be more secure. Okay, especially with this nine of cups here. Further to that insight, yeah, the Lovers. So some of you, this is perhaps moving forward in a relationship, deciding if living together is right for you. Maybe some of you are deciding between um, the relationship structure, feeling out how certain things might be in one way versus another capacity, like maybe, for example, someone's say, let's move to my house, or let's move to my house, or let's get a new house together. Let's see how that goes. And you might be doing certain test runs, Um, in the Lovers, it doesn't necessarily have to be relationship. It could be the love of your family, the love of your business, the love of your career path, whatever the situation is. But you're really, that's what came through with the Knight of Wands. It's a real investment. Like, once you go in and make your decision, it's definitely going to be the right decision for you. Nine of Cups is going to be like a wish fulfillment, and you want to really invest into this relationship, whatever type of dynamic this is, because it is Ten of Wands. It is that next cycle. It is that major change. Okay, so the Lovers, absolutely incredible. Let's see what else is happening in Sagittarius, and we have, yeah, the King of Swords. So once you make your decision and you start putting the investment of sorts down here, your next advice is to really cultivate a plan, a strategy towards everything that you believe should be spoken of, negotiated, for some of you, considered, delegated. Really putting that strategic plan of action to make sure that systems are in place and that you don't have to worry about especially the small things. So you can be more free to concern yourself with more lofty, ambitious, lofty goals, and expanding as time goes on. So the King of Swords, in this dynamic, this is putting towards speaking towards those very crucial subject matters of conversation. Okay, and having that agreement settled and whatever this is, so that things can further progress in his kingdom, and he doesn't have to worry about it. Okay, it is an agreement upon. It's like a system that runs itself. That he doesn't have to double check on anything. It's a complete understanding. Okay, in that, like I said, it will free him to further other projects and plans along. So in whatever this is that you choose, you're going to get in there and you're probably going to make a new system. Let's just take the example for a relationship, for example. Maybe some for you it's a prenup, and you're having those serious talks. Maybe it's a savings account for your child when they grow up, and maybe they want to go towards university, or start their own thing in some capacity. Maybe it's, if it's maybe in business, maybe there's certain people that you want to bring on board, after you've concluded who's going to be involved, whatever the situation is. But that's the type of talk that this suggestion is after, like, the introductory phase of things, this transition of things. You want to make sure that the serious natures of this union of sorts is really hammered out, really agreed upon. Okay, if you're moving in this direction, because it'll bring everybody, especially you, peace of mind. Further clarification. Yeah, look at that, the Fool energy, because you're starting something new. You're literally diving in, and you want things to be absolutely clear of how things are going. Whether that's in the relationship, the business, whatever situation is. The Fool is, even though you want it to be clear, okay, with the King of Swords, life isn't always clear, but clearly going into something new. The Fool energy is saying, once you get this established right here with the King of Swords, okay, it may not be perfect. We don't have to go with the whole perfection thing. Things get changed and upgraded and all this kind of stuff as things just goes along. But you will get it to a capacity, 11111, I just saw. You'll get it to a capacity whereby, you know what, you're ready, you can move forward. Take that dive. Really head forward. Okay, it's that leap of faith card with the Fool energy. Okay, so you do your part, and the universe is going to support you and handle the rest. All you have to do is proceed. Okay, further clarification, and we have, see the Page of Cups. This is going to, like, you have the Nine of Cups here, you have the Lovers there, you have the Page of Cups here. This is like that heart fulfillment, that is like another type of wish fulfillment card. This is gaining that what's the word I'm searching for? It's like gaining that satiate is like your heart's desire on a certain level. It's like, this is happening, this is real, this is something that you wish that would go in this direction. So this very well could be a relationship. It very well could be a business taking off. You have your team together. It could be that promotion, whatever the situation is. But it's got to be almost like surreal, as everything is going smoothly in this direction, especially when you make the plan, diving forward, and like everything is just moving forward in the direction that you kind of envisioned. It may not entirely be perfect, but it's moving forward. And it really does bring some peace to your heart. Okay, it's meant to. So yeah, once you have those serious talks, and just dive on in afterwards. That's your advice. Let's see what the next insight card is, and we have Message of Concern. Yeah, so clearly there is some stuff with the King of Swords to talk about, but you'll get through that. You're going to empathize as well as use logic. Okay, King of Swords, logic, and then you have a level of empathy and the heart space here with the Page, and then you have the Fool that says, hey, reminding you everything doesn't need to be perfect, but you're perfect. Everything is perfect as it should be in the sense of the word. Just dive in, and the universe will handle the rest. Okay, but anything that comes up, let whoever else is involved, like, speak their mind, speak their heart, really hammer it out. Okay, and vice versa, same thing. So let's get into your key card. Let's see what your key card message is. And we have, yeah, the Four of Pentacles, which I am not surprised, especially for what's happening here. Knight, the Four of Pentacles is a level of that could also be moving into a new home, new foundation, but really strong, very stable, but also being reasonably prudent and cautious about this new beginning, making sure that nothing is overly indulgent per se, really settling it in savings and being wise about, in certain respects. It just depends. But with the key card, I try not to do too much intuition. With the forensic analysis, I'd rather us go to the original understanding of the card and learn together. So let's see what the Four of Pentacles is wanting to say to you, and that way you can resonate with what needs to be said to your heart directly with the universe and spirit. So let's see here, the Four of Pentacles. Here we go. So the Four of Pentacles is, in this image, a man is seen clutching the goal clutching the goal he has earned. Another gold coin hangs over the crown on his head, indicating thoughts he has or is considering for future monetary gain. This card represents both the number fours, strength of purpose, and the pentacles monetary aspect. Save half of what you make while investing the other half wisely is the card's message. Okay, see, there you go. Excellent. So let's get into the literary oracle, and we have, oh, okay, great. Heaven and Hell. Excellent. Okay, this is from Dante's Inferno, and let's see what that has to say to you. That's number 54. Number 54. Hold on, let me just get to the page. Okay, one more page over. There we go. So, Heaven and Hell, your guidance is reflect on the choices that are shaping your current reality and consider their consequences. Your decisions determine whether you experience heaven or hell in your life. Examine the choices before you with care, align with your highest self, and create a reality that reflects peace, joy, and harmony. Your affirmation is, I create my own heaven or hell through the choices I am making. And this is your literary understanding. You could read that at your leisure. And that's literally speaking towards, like all of this thus far, speaking towards what the reading was reflecting about for your forensic analysis. So it's really on point, the advice that's been given. So let's see what your archetype oracle has to say. And we have, what's this? The Vessel. Okay. The Vessel, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at what the Vessel is trying to say. Okay. Try and do this with one hand here. Just give me a second. The Vessel. My goodness, where is it? Oh, there it is. Page number 246. Okay, 246. Oh, it's all the way back here. Okay, 246. Okay, almost there. Trying to get good at doing this with one hand. Okay, the Vessel. Here we are. The Vessel may be the most powerful archetypal form on Earth. It is everywhere. Cups hold liquid, stoves hold fire, our bodies hold organs, our homes hold families. Through the simple act of separation, the vessel protects what it contains. Nests protect the eggs. Savings accounts protect our earnings. Even the planets are contained within their circular orbit. When this card appears, it's time to assess what is being held together and how. Is the vessel too tight, too loose, too broken, empty, full, or perhaps there is no vessel at all? and the contents spill in every direction. It is natural for structures to be formed and eventually fall apart. The vessel has a life cycle that must be honored. Is it time for you to build, break, or repair? You must find out. Oh my gosh, this is literally, you know what? These are some very good advice that's coming through with the reading, with your oracle cards. I really do hope that you're taking it all in as best you can, Sagittarius, for whatever you're navigating and deciding upon. I think you'll make the great decision, especially with all the advice that's been coming through here. Okay, so let's see your last oracle card, which is the Spirit Oracle or the Sacred Spirit Oracle. And we have Astral Travel. Caution needed. Okay, let's see what that's trying to say. And that's page 14. Page 14, there we go. And we're going to start right here. Yeah, right here. Right now, you are being asked to keep your spiritual radio tuned to listen for unwanted interference. Observe your surroundings and be aware of manipulation by others through psychic energy, speech, and planned social meetings. Caution is required in all areas of communication. Keep sensitive information confidential. That is excellent. Wow. You know what, Sagittarius? Clearly, in whatever choice you're trying to make and whatever subject matter this is, you're doing a good job by navigating, testing the waters, all the things like that. And once you make that decision, trust yourself. It's going to be the right decision with however you're going about this. But really get that hard, serious conversations ironed out. And then you could proceed with the reasonable foundations, the building blocks for safety, security, other things like that, to really establish a firm foundation in your emotions for it. So that is definitely the advice that's coming through for your forensic analysis. So Sagittarius, please remember to subscribe to the YouTube page. And if you'd like to further support the growth and development of the channel, becoming a Patreon member is the best way to do that. Okay, I wish you the best. Bye. Okay, that has been your reading. I really hope it was beneficial to you, that it helps you throughout your day, your week, or probably even the rest of the year. Thank you for being here, and I wish you the best. Bye.